CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Philip Holloway joins us now from Atlanta. He practices law in Cobb County, Georgia, was a prosecutor there as well, knows all the players in this case. Phil, give us a sense of what's going on right now. You know, so many cases won and lost in jury selection. Talk us through the process today that may last the next couple of weeks.
Well, John, you're absolutely right. I personally believe that cases are won or lost during jury selection because who winds up on that jury is of key importance in this case. Basically, what's happening now is the judge is taking up people who say, look, I just can't set my life aside for this long, or people who say I can't deal with the subject matter, people who say there's a hardship that want to be taken out of the entire jury pool. She's going to hear from those people today and make some decisions, and jury selection would begin tomorrow in earnest with the jurors filling out various questionnaires so that the lawyers can have some information before they go in groups of 18 or so to be individually questioned.
All right. The details of this case. Justin Ross Harris told police he kissed his son when he strapped him into the car seat after eating breakfast. Then after about 2 minutes, he somehow forgets that his son is still in the car. That alone has a lot of people, a lot of parents saying, no, never. I don't see that happening, not ever. But is that evidence in and of itself? Is that strong enough for the prosecution, and how will the defense counter it?
Well, just before he made that 2 minutes or less drive, depending on traffic that morning, he was, according to the testimony we've heard in court, he was involved in a conversation on a social media app known as Whisper, which you can anonymously chat with people, and he was chatting allegedly with a woman who was unhappy with her status in life as a mother and as a spouse, and he responded back with words to the effect of, you know, I love my son Cooper and all, but sometimes we just need an escape. And prosecutors can argue, you know, his son Cooper was clearly on his mind in the moments before he got in the car, and that it could have been right then that he just made up his mind that I'm going to go ahead and get my escape today. On the other hand, the defense will say, well, you know what, these words are ambiguous. Just because he says I need an escape doesn't mean he's planning to murder his child. He could have just been saying, look, I'm stressed out as a father and as a husband, just like so many people are, and sometimes we just need a little time away. So it's an ambiguous statement, and it's not certainly something that is a smoking gun, but prosecutors will play that, and they will use that as a very strong piece of inculpatory evidence in this case.
No, and there's a lot of circumstantial evidence that those jurors will see and hear over the coming weeks. A lot of it will be tough to hear from them, but it'll be a fascinating case to watch. Philip Holloway, thanks so much.
Thank you.